All right, fun day here in Veterans Memorial Stadium. Really enjoyed getting our guys back in here. First time for our fans to really get a picture of what the new vet's going to look like when the fall happens, when we welcome Boise in here to our home stadium. I thought there were some really good things today. I thought it was, I'll start with offense. I thought that both quarterbacks had some high points and some low points. I think it's really evident that we've got a lot of work to do between now and at Boise. When Boise comes here at the quarterback position, but I feel confident that either Sawyer Smith or Caleb Barker is more than capable to lead us and put us in a position to win a conference championship. Some guys on offense I thought had good days. Travion Samuel was a guy that we were intentionally trying to get the ball to today. It's nice to see him have that big play. I think he's going to have a major role for us. I thought Dylan Bradshaw continued his high level of play this spring today, and DK Billingsley showed that down the road he's going to be a guy that can help us. Defensively, I think the guy that's stuck out as much as anybody all spring is Tyler Murray at the spear position. Thought he played extremely well. Darius Wesley had another good day. And then up front, we've had a number of guys, Jarvis Hayes and a couple other guys. Carlton Marshall's a guy that you've heard me talk about a lot. I thought he had a good day. So all in all, no injuries to add to our total, so that's a positive also. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Not just individuals, is there anything you learned about your team as a whole today?
Not really. Honestly, for me, these spring games are about having a good time. It's for our players. 14 practices to prepare, and this 15th, the T-Day game is about performing, getting them out here and having a little fun. I think we figured out that Travion Samuels can make plays. The guys that have stepped up defensively and shown through 14 practice, guys like I said, Tyler Murray, Carlton Marshall, I think they're ready to take the next step and be significant contributors for us in the fall. For us defensively, I feel really good about where we're at. I think that we have an opportunity to be one of the better defenses in our conference, if not in the country. I like the depth we have. I think we have good leadership on that side of the ball. I like the confidence we're playing. Offensively, it's hard to gauge right now. We have basically two running backs that have practiced the last 8 practices. I think 4 out of our top 5, maybe 5 out of our top 7 receivers have been out for more than 5 practices. So it's difficult to gauge where we're at offensively.
During the last scrimmage, we talked about Whittemore's performance. Had another big play today, a couple of catches.
Yeah, and he's a guy I should have mentioned. He's been our most consistent. He's been out here every single day. He's a guy that's steady, and he's really consistent catching the ball, good route runner, coach's son, understands how to play the game. I'm excited about the role he's going to take for us. He's a redshirt freshman, and this isn't the first time he made a bunch of plays in the scrimmage situation. Every time we did it during his redshirt year last fall, he showed up and made plays, did it every time this spring, continued today.
You mentioned there's still some work to be done for the team, but have they come away since the end of the second week of practice when you just average?
Yeah, well, we have. And that day was about just, to me, is continued success is the hardest type of success. It's easy to get to the mountaintop. What are you going to do to stay there? And to do that, you got to be humble and hungry. And to be humble means you got to understand that anybody that shows up is good enough to beat us. And that's the truth. Everybody we line up to play next year is going to be talented enough to beat us. Okay, so if we're not humble, then we're going to really struggle, all right? And then we got to continue to be hungry. We've won 21 games in 2 years. That's the 8th most wins in all of college football. That's impressive. But it doesn't mean anything because it happened in the past. What's next? All I remember, from the negative last year, we had 2 opportunities. We could be sitting here 13-0, maybe it's a different story. So how can we make sure that we don't repeat those same mistakes? How can we get better? How can we continue to raise the expectations in this program?
Is this the most players that you've had injured this time of year as your time as head coach? And is it tough to kind of get a look at your team, like capping off the spring with all these guys?
I think we do have a lot. Now, some of them have had surgeries back after the season, postseason surgeries. A lot of them are people that could play if we were in game weeks. So some of them we're just being careful, keeping them out. The biggest difficulty for me is it's hard to evaluate the quarterbacks because so many of their tools that they're going to have to use in the fall haven't participated. So our quarterback competition is going to continue to be open. I thought both of them did some good things today, but that's probably been the struggle for us as a team the most, is with this many guys out, is just the offense, the quarterbacks having an opportunity to showcase their skills and get in the rhythm.
Were you hoping to have more of a clear answer at the end of spring, at the start of it with the quarterback battle, or did you kind of expect?
No, I expect. They're both competitors. They're both really good. You know, the other thing too is they're both really good runners, and we chose not to have them tackled this spring. We may evaluate that moving into the fall and some of the scrimmages, but this both really, they're highly competitive kids. They've won at the high school level. They've done everything we've asked them to do here from a preparation standpoint. So I knew it was going to be a really intriguing, really close battle.
How do you think your defensive line did today?
I think our defensive line is going to be the strength of our team. You know, I really feel that way. We had difficulty blocking them. We had I think we're out 2 starters that are out on the offensive line, but we had a difficult time blocking them today. But they're going to be tough. I think we got depth there. We got experience. I like our guys up front. That's probably the primary reason we've been really good on defense the last 2 years, and we'll continue to be. During the spring, well, you know, somebody you'd be interested in is on offense, Dylan Bradshaw. I thought he's done a really nice job. Luke Whittemore has really come on. B.J. Smith, I think, has shown we didn't give him a whole lot of opportunities today, but he's shown throughout the spring that he's a guy that's ready to take more of a role on offense. Austin Stidham's had an impressive spring, playing mostly at left tackle. Defensively, Tyler Murray, Jarvis Hayes at defensive end, Carlton Marshall at linebacker, Darius Wesley and Kyle Nixon at safety.
How about Marcus?
Good.
Marcus, he's getting better. I said this early in camp. I'll be careful because he's right over there, but he's really been probably our most consistent. And you hear me use that word consistent. Like, there's not a better word that I can use to describe somebody. That means if I say they're consistent, that means I know exactly what I'm getting out of them every single day. And there's trust built in there. And he's a kid that I trust. He shows up every day. He competes. He's practiced every day this spring, and he's getting better. And he's starting to take a leadership role. He's starting his competitive nature, his work ethic, starting to rub off on the rest of those guys in the back end.